Good morning. Dye Candy Morning, number 7. Northern Ireland spinners, knitters, whatever. What have we got now? That looks kind of like woad or indigo, I think. Get what you call that. Right. Want to check this out? Hey, what is it? Is this good? You got your toy, don't you? There's nothing interesting. All right.
It is the 7th of December and it's quite early. Actually, the sun is just now coming and peeking through the window, so we're getting some lovely light. I'll go ahead and light the candle. And today I think we'll just light the candle to acknowledging, the ups and downs. The ups and downs in life and our mood and our health and and relationships and work and play and fun and life. It's just all up and down. And oftentimes, again, especially on the holiday season or like maybe birthdays or things like that where it's supposed to be all, wonderful and sweetness and light. And when it's not, it can make it feel the downs feel even worse because we think we're supposed to be happy. But it doesn't always work out that way, and that's life. So, we just have to experience those ups and downs. Hopefully not too many downs. Anyway, and go through them, and we have to acknowledge that. Not to make it bad or shameful if we're having a hard time. Everyone goes through it. And just be there for each other whenever possible and be there for ourselves. So, ups and downs. We'll acknowledge those ups and downs. Okay, day 7 of the Republic of Yarnia yarn. Oh yeah, and I found the paper. So our colorway names, color's totally not right, but this was the garland green. The next one, frosted forest berries, totally can see this. This lovely kind of gray blue that's really blowing out. It's dove silver, beautiful. Let me try to adjust. Okay, that's better. So here we have day 7. What have we? Oh, still blowing out for you. Beautiful, there we go. That's similar. There's more variations in tone, but it's blown out a bit so you can't see them. Lavendery pink. We're here in Richmond and Midlothian at the Dances with Wool. They have some lovely West Yorkshire spinners. you're going to see the lovely room that they use, I think, for classes and knit and chat, and they sell fiber in there. But I did remember to jump up from that room, take a picture, take a video, but I forgot to get a video with Cher and her lovely daughter. It was so wonderful to meet with them, and I really hope we can do it again sometime. Hello. I'm watching Shy crochet Christmas snails. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. She's done other snails as well, and these are all Christmassy. I started unraveling the two wide part of the tunic of the Nordic Noel jumper. Oh, you gotta love woolly wool. Look how the stitches are all just staying there after I raveled back. That makes me a happy, happy bunny. Meanwhile, in Ireland, Tom sent me this video of the pitch black, because of course all the electricity went off, of Storm Dara. And after I finished chatting, I'll let you hear some of the wind. So then he just put on the fire and was cozy. But he lost power and then lost all mobile signal for basically 24 hours. But we were pretty lucky we didn't get too much damage in our area.
Good morning, it's dye candy time. So this is the number 8. And there's a little bit hint of green more than my camera is showing, but I'll try to get a better picture. There. Right. What do you think of that? Interesting? Yeah. I think so too.
Good morning. It is the morning of the 8th. My morning coffee is nearly gone. And yeah, I had a wonderful day out in Richmond at Dances at Wool with Cher of the Lathe and Loom podcast. We didn't even remember to take a picture. We sat down. Her daughter came for a while as well, who's also a knitter. We had lovely chats. Then her daughter scooted off, and Cher and I stayed maybe another hour more. We were talking for probably about 3 hours. We nearly closed the place down. Like, it closed at 4, and we didn't leave till 3. Yeah, so we forgot to take a photo. But anyway, it was so nice to meet Cher, and she is as lovely and just interesting in person as she is on the podcast. And so do check out her podcast. She does a lot of different things. She's mainly knitting, doing a bit on the knitting machine at the moment, but she also does spinning and natural dyeing and weaving. So yeah, I didn't feel tired at the time, but with fibromyalgia, that's what happens. I realized I was tired when I came home, had some dinner, went upstairs at 6 o'clock to chill out for a little bit. I thought I'll come back down, put on a Vlogmas, fell asleep during the Vlogmas, didn't wake up till 6 in the morning. That's just fibromyalgia. This is the Fiber and Floral channel. I think so. I've only started watching her. I found her a couple weeks ago. This episode is about, I think it's 15 colorwork sock patterns for Christmas. So I've just started and I wanted to share it with you. Check her out. I've been really enjoying her episodes. I think her name is Becca. So yeah, check her out. Fiber and Floral. I will link it below. I always link the things below. So yeah. Alrighty. So it's a couple hours later, but I'm still chilling out. I've got my second cup of coffee going. It's probably about where my first cup of coffee was when I showed you. But watching the Fiber and Floral video, she was wearing that the holly leaf sweater by Pernille Lawson, and I have that in my favorites queue, and I decided to go ahead and see about picking out some yarns. So I had again the 30% off knit pick sale that they had. I ordered the Forest and Sky sampler box of all the 20-gram Knit Picks palettes in blues and greens. It's not showing up properly. And so I had a play with what I might do. And I've landed on, this is going to be, that looks just sort of like beige, but it's not. It's a green. Well, it's more green than that. It's kind of like a yellow green. So this is going to be the body of the sweater. Celadon Heather. And then this will be the holly leaf. And this is so like a holly leaf color. It's called Forest Heather. And I have a little dress, like a little corduroy dress, the kind of dress that my granny used to call a jumper. Let me show it to you. So she called a jumper dress one that was kind of had straps like that. And, you know, it kind of maybe not like a long dress, but obviously not a short dress. This was when I was a child. And I have yet to find out, because she had all the Scots words, right? But I don't know where she got that from, because I've never heard it. I've never heard anybody else say that. So I'd be interested to know in the late 60s, early 70s, probably. So you would probably need to be of a certain age to possibly have heard the term in that way. But she called this a jumper dress. Or no, she just called it the jumper. Put your jumper on. Do you want to wear your jumper? So not like jumper and sweater, jumper as in this specific kind of style of dress. It didn't have to be V-neck, but anyway, so super curious. Anyhow, I think that would be really nice, that holly sweater with that. And so I'll knit it to a length where I can wear it with, I can wear my jumper over top my jumper. But this is going to be a project for next year. So apologies if you can hear the leaf blowers out there. I can't even see them. They're far enough away that I can't see them in any of the other back gardens. But I can hear them. Yesterday, Saturday morning at 7:06 in the morning, which way am I looking here? Leaf blowers started. I could not believe it. Anyway, as you've noticed, I do have a problem with leaf blowers. So, apologies. That's just a personal thing. So, like I was saying, I'm not going to actually physically light the candle right now because I'm just worried that I will forget and it will burn. But I will open the day 8 of the Republic of Yarnia Advent calendar. And it's like a 12-day of yarn. And then the other days are different bits and bobs. And on the cards, she has different medieval facts. So let's see, what's our fact for today? Fact 2. Oh, let me sit back. Fact 2, tired monks. That's so appropriate because I'm very tired today. During the late Middle Ages, monks would shave their heads in tonsures. Tonsures? Monks would reshave their tonsures to mark the beginning of the holiday season. Well, there's a new tradition. I have shaved my head before. Well, like very short, but I'm not going to do that. It takes a while to grow out. They would start fasting on the 4th Sunday before Christmas, Advent Sunday, and sleep in short intervals because they would hold nighttime and morning services till Christmas Day. So they had a really good reason to be tired. Alrighty, then there we go. Day 8. Anyone shave their head for the start of the holiday season? That could be a fun tradition if you're like Tom and he's starting to shave his head really tight, or Merlin, my bonus son, who completely shaves his head. And you could say, I'm shaving my head for the holiday season. I'm just a freakazoid. I love doing things for the holiday season. And in fact, I'm going to start a new holiday season tradition for myself. I was watching Becca there of the Fiber and Floral podcast, and she's in Germany. And she was saying that she was out and about knitting her sock, and an older lady came up to her and said, "Oh, are you knitting the sock for St. Nicholas Day?" And she was like, "Oh no, I didn't know about that tradition." So St. Nicholas Day is Now, I'm not obviously saying it in the German language, but it's sort of the same as this German lady was telling her that it used to be the tradition that you would knit socks for all the family for on that day. So in my ancestry, there is some German. It's not something that was really like super recent. So that obviously like the Irish and the Scottish was more recent. So it wasn't really talked about. But then like when we did some family research history, paternal grandparents' side, that was where that kind of came from. And so I was thinking, oh, well, then that tradition like has a connection with me, even though I don't know much about those kind of traditions because, like I said, it was all about the Irish and the Scots. And yeah, so I thought that would be fun because I'm knitting socks anyways. I love the holiday season. It's just another thing to mark. We'll end it there for now, friends. Days 9, 10, 11, and possibly 12 coming soon.